Folks, welcome back to AFC Thames with me, DoctorBenjyFM. We're in for a treat today as we've got a top of the table clash versus Preston, who currently sit in position number 1, where we sit in position number 2. I put those at the same level. There we are. That's better. I fixed it. And we're starting by looking at the form of John Solomon. The man on loan from Bournemouth has been in unbelievable form since we last met. Now, the last time we met was the game against Blackburn Rovers that you can see there. I've highlighted it. He had a 6.5, went off. No more was said about it. And then we didn't do another game. We didn't do the Mansfield game. Well, he wished we had. He'd scored a goal in that one and then 3 goals in his game after that. And then we've sort of been changing around and playing around with his position a little bit, whether that be on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of a front two. But it's been a goal machine, and he's really coming alive in this set side at last, right? Because we've relied for so long, it feels like, on the form of below. Here, you can see him there. Again, speaking of strikers in form, this man scores for fun. 23 goals, which is exactly what he got last season. We only brought him in January last season, remember. This year he's getting a full season. He's on for 50 if things carry on like this, which would be an absolutely outrageous season. A season that would... If we scored 50 goals and we weren't promoted after that, then I simply don't know what I would do for myself. That would be ridiculous. Those two boys right now are on fire, and I'd be remiss not to mention Andrew Reid as well, who is having a phenomenal season for me. The big risk, as I keep calling him, 7 goals, 12 assists, 7.35, absolutely paying off. Paying him $5,000 a week. Look, we're in huge debt as a result of it. But the performances we're getting, the results we're getting, and the 7-1 win we had against Oxford United made all of this worth it, viewers. You can see then last time was that Blackburn game, and since then 2 league defeats is the thing I'm going to start with. Defeats to Lincoln City and to Bolton Wanderers. So frustrating, really, and a few wins in there as well, of course. Mansfield were beaten, as were Sunderland, Oxford and Millwall. The 7-1 win is obviously hilarious, viewers. Not a game I thought I'd be winning 7-1, but when the two of them score 5 between them, and you have an XG which is more than double your opponent's, you're always going to have a pretty good time of it, ordinarily. The interesting thing here, actually, the most interesting thing about all of this, and it probably doesn't jump off the page, is this game. We played Shrewsbury Town. I played a completely rotated side. Barras started, Cabbage started. We won 4-0, and that, viewers, is because, as mentioned at the start of the episode, we are playing Preston today, who are on 43 points and are leading the way in this league campaign. Our goal difference is phenomenal, as if we didn't have the top 2 scorers in the league. Team-wise, it's been pretty straightforward. We've had a few suspensions and a few injuries. That tends to happen quite often. And what you can see in front of you is sort of a mix between the team that played the last game, it was a rotated 11, and this one. This is certainly the fittest side available to me. Suspended will be Joe Russell. The big injury to Simeon Packham at the back is really frustrating. 2 to 3 months without Simeon Packham. It's times like this that I'm really, really happy that we loaned in O'Reilly, which lots of you were quick to point out when we signed him. He's only on loan for 6 months. We can't extend that. We can extend it now. We couldn't extend it immediately, but we can extend it now for the rest of the season. Of course, we've got O'Reilly from Fulham, and then we got rid of Fulham and became Fulham's sort of Chelsea's junior affiliate. So shout out to O'Reilly for still playing for me. And the 4-4-2 is continuing to find and work its magic. Wells, O'Reilly, Cook and MacArthur at the back have done really well. Reid, Barras, Welsh and Stone across the middle, with Solomon and Below doing the absolute business, and really good as well. I should say this again. Cabbage, has come in recent game, got 2 goals in that cup game that no one cares about, but equally to see him still in form and still scoring when called upon gives me a little bit of hope that if we ever need to bring him on, that he's still got that in his locker, right? And we're still dangerous off the bench, which is something in previous years we never have been. And that was why at the start of the year I was so confident that we would probably get promoted, because we had an opportunity to actually bring off players off the bench that could still make an impact, whereas in previous years we never really had that. So Preston up first, an away game before we play Walsall as well. I know I've said that last episode we'll play 2 games. Today we will do, unless this is like a 5-5 and I can't cope anymore. We'll play 2 games today, but let's kick things off then. Preston to come away from home at Deepdale. It's going to be a battle, and this to me is a crucial game in our season. You beat a team that are top of the league. No matter when you beat them, this is the kind of time you want to beat them, just before that January period. If you can go into the winter or go into the January top of the league, for me, that's something that I can think, right, now it's ours to lose, and we can drive forward towards the end of the season. And for Preston, of course, they know if they beat us, they open up a 6-point gap at the top of the league. As you've seen, we're fallible, right? Lincoln, Bolton, both managing to pick wins up against us, but can we do the business away from home against Preston? This is where the games begin. Right then, game on, as we are not even 12 seconds in. in. Below, oh, he scored! We are 12 seconds into the game, and it's 24th goal of the season. Below scores. It's Preston 0, Thames 1. Goodness gracious me. That was very, very, very surprising. I was not expecting us to score quite so early. Well, I mentioned being top of the league, you've got something to lose. The same applies to this game right now. We lead 1-0, and now it's ours to lose. To the top of the table we go, and again, our goal difference is so strong right now. Of course, my goal is to be in the playoffs. So a point here against Preston is something I would probably take. Okay, it's a strange thing to say when you go 1-0 up so early, as MacArthur's ball forward is a little loose, and Preston, who are probably, like, again, much like most of the sides that we face, the odds sort of tell you that pre-season, are a more well-rounded side in this division, and we are up against it. Of course, we have the firepower of Reed, of the two boys up front. We could beat any team because of that, but don't make any mistakes. Don't sleep on teams like Preston, who are top of the league for a reason. But this is good because we had that dip and it was very injury-induced, right? We had players going away on international duty and things like this, and now I feel like we're beginning to find some rhythm. Even in games we're not winning, I do feel like we're playing quite well in them, and that's always really comforting. Oh my God, is that going to go in? I don't know what just happened. The keeper rushed out. It was a bizarrely flicked ball forward, and 1-0 Thames still. Throw in those of Preston, 20 minutes in, so that's booted clear by Wells, who saw my backup left back, really, or right back I should say, is below there. The two of them were in so much space, somehow we gave them time. As Stone now racing forward, we know he's got the pace to do this. Oh, it's a penalty. It's so rarely, do you know what, remember the days when we used to have incorrect penalty decisions all the time? Whether it was referee based or not, I don't really know, but we get so few now. I barely see penalties anymore. Solomon steps up and Solomon scores. A man who is in the goals gets his second, and the two boys up front get a goal apiece so far. This is what you want to see as a manager. This is perfect. Great penalty as well. Unsavable in that bottom corner. Love this, man. It's just, this is when Football Manager is so fun to play, when you just know that your team's good and they're doing all the things that you want them to do. And the 4-4-2, by the way, something that people have asked me to do for ages, is just working well. Like, the midfield balance is obviously so important within that, but we seem to have found it, and long may it continue. I'm noticing Preston have got 5, I don't think they are, us. They've got 5 bookings in the first half. If they don't get a player sent off, I'll be stunned. All right, straight into the second half. The team talk went very, very well. As Preston, you can hopefully, anyway, they're frustrated. Those bookings suggest they may well be, unless they just got to get stuck in on. Maybe that's possible as well, as the ball's lifted in. Little bit of time for us here. And you can just see the way we're set, right? The way that we've got our two strikers forward, our wingers really pushed up. You can see the overlapping fullback is actually already overlapping. I mean, Reed is the man coming a little bit further back, and this one player, especially when teams play, are they playing 4-2-3-1? I suspect they are doing, right? Yeah, 4-2-3-1. This one attacking midfielder is trying to deal with both central midfielders. So with the ball, I find this to be really effective. As again, we've got lovely width out there with Stone, really natural width as well. Stone on this left hand side gets into the penalty area. It's gone in. It's gone in. It's gone in. It's gone in. Oh, it's not. There's 3 of them there. I like to think they're chatting amongst themselves. Gene heads it in. It's Preston 0, Thames 3. He's just sort of like trundling back. It's hit me in that. It's gone in. Oh no. Football Manager makes me laugh. Not all the time, but when it does, it really does. Because what I find funny about it is that it's the AI doing it. So someone has coded that. And that's what's so wonderful about it. Anyway, ball out wide, 3-0 to the good. It's looking very good. Our pressing is getting far more intelligent than it used to be as well, I feel like. Anyway, picking up our pressing as a team attack, always very wise, I find. Barras is on a yellow card right now. That's the one player I think I might take off, as Wells nips in there, does well. They win the ball back though, and this half of football is not over yet as well. Maybe it will be now. Below, he's got the pace. Can he get past his man? He can. He's got an option in the middle if he can find him. He does. The two of them combine. Oh, I love it when the plan comes together. Thames 4, Preston 0. We're dreaming, viewers. We are dreaming. All right, no need to take any unnecessary risks. Andrew Reid for Kean Carroll, and Barras is going to come off for Renatina in the centre. Those two players on bookings. Get them off the pitch. And let's just make sure now we keep a full complement before we play our next game as well, which could see us hopefully extend the lead. You can see there our goal difference, our points, top of the table, as the game is just gonna fizzle out here, which I'm all for, to be honest. Gene's had a shocker as well. There's one more chance at the end of the game. O'Reilly hits the bar and it goes over, but that's going to be that, viewers. 4-0 win. It started very, very early with that 13-second goal, and we are laughing. This is what I go to school for. I don't know. Well, all I know is Preston are busted. What can I say? Stone's got a little injury. just picked that up very late in the game, Stone. Something to be aware of. Hopefully it's not long term or anything like that. I don't think it will be. It might miss the next game though. Renatino might have to come in on that left hand side. But there we are. A 4-0 win away from home against what were the league leaders. That's what I'm talking about. All right then, Walsall, who are 22nd in the league table, which makes me immediately think that we should probably be winning this game. The obvious move is to bring Russell into the centre. The problem with this, really, is that he's not the playmaker of the side. So I guess Renatino is the option for us. Stone is fit. It was only a couple of days with his injury, so he's fully back. We had a week to recover. I don't know. I don't know if they go for the more creative option in there with Renatino, or if we play Russell in there knowing he's not really that kind of player. I think we give Renatino the start. The more I think about it, makes more sense. Joe Russell, great off the bench at either centre-back or off defensive roles, so we'll have it like that. The rest of the side will remain exactly the same. Stone and Reed in those winger positions. Again, we've played around with them a little bit. Last episode, we even had Reed pushed further forward, but we're just finding a nice balance right now, and it's working well. Okay, now we've just beaten top of the league, viewers. So should be easy, shouldn't it? I mean, we're playing a side that are near the bottom of the table. So surely, and I mean surely, this should be a comfortable routine. You know, we beat top of the league. Right, let's think about this. We beat top of the league 4-0 away from home. We've got a home tie against Walsall. This should be 16-0. I mean, I'm being conservative there. MacArthur plays it in. I mean, already, viewers, it's beyond the 12-second mark, so we're already letting ourselves down. Renatino, left-footed, forward on this side, finds Stone in an advanced position, gets past his man, Below's there. Well, viewers, it's not 12 seconds, but it is 50 seconds, and Thames 1, Walsall 0 is the scoreline. This could be a long day for Walsall, or the most sad collapse by us ever. All right, 3 minutes later, and there is another highlight, which we have the ball. Renatino, the run through the middle there was so good. I think Solomon made it. Reed now racing forward, chips it across to Stone, who is a constant threat on this left-hand side. Back to Below. It's got in. He's been given the goal. Has it even hit him? I don't even know. Right, we need the three-dimensional replay. I need to see behind the goal. I don't fully know what's gone on. It's found its way to the back of the net. That's all we know for certain, viewers. As it comes across, there's like a clearance, but a header, not a clearance. Below heads it down, and then that player just... I can only describe it as what I saw it as, viewers. He penises it in. So, yeah. Oh, cock. All right, we are 2 minutes... Well, say 2 minutes. We're 2 minutes after the previous highlight. And once again, we have the ball. Stone flicked on. We are playing some outrageously good football here. The way they're moving it is actually outrageous. Reed on that right-hand side now. If you can get the ball into the centre, can he? Drills it across. Blimey, really whipped in, but cleared away and recycled by the creative, we're going to call him in this episode, Renatino. Reed, though, he's creative himself, but plays a little back flick. Solomon, oh my God. Okay, we are, I said 16-0? Was that... crazy? Solomon there has run forward and then on the spot done a roly-poly. It's 3-0 after 7 minutes. This could be... It's a long day for Walsall. It's an excellent volley, that, by the way. Oh, thwacked is the word I'm going to use. 3 goals, an XG of 0.54. It's a great stat. I'm going to demand more. Are we pushing it too far there? Renatino, oh my word, on a booking, plays in Below, and Walsall are having not the greatest afternoon. Below loves a chip. Too many chips there, Below. Is it going to be... it's been flicked across. Reed's there. It's 4-0. It's 20 minutes gone. It's 4-0. This is... We had a season a while ago where we started winning, and I didn't know what to do. 4-0 up after 20 minutes. I mean, it makes the 7-1 look routine. To the back post it goes, and there's Reed coming in. It's, 4-0. You can start to see why our goal difference is so dominant, can't you? 24 minutes in, and I fear for Walsall once again. Solomon on that right foot. It's a difficult angle. Oh, fizzes it wide. It's more surprising that we've not scored at this point. Below's on a hat-trick. Well, he got 2 goals in 4 minutes. So, yeah, that'll do it. I mean, ball played in, back post, Stone's there. Again, we go close. Well, we've not had a goal for a little while, so things have... It's 5-0. It's 5-0 to end the half. I say in the half. That's very bold to make that sort of assumption. It's a throw-in. It worked really neatly. Wells sticks it in there, and then Stone at the back post. You barely see it, viewers. Comes across the ball. Lovely. And, at half-time... I think it's going to be 5-0. Walsall haven't had there's still time left here. I mean, there's a minute to go. I feel like this is one of those moments where, I mean, they may well score from this, but it's where you'd play sort of like, they're already dead. Oh, they've basically missed an open goal. Well, not an open goal, but they've missed a very good chance. Okay, as halves go, that's one of the funnier XG graphs I've seen. Yes, halves go, that's been pretty dominant. There's not much to say other than you're great. Well, thank you for watching. If you're enjoying today's performance, please do drop a like on the video. We are still going for that 100,000 subscriber mark. I'm going to make a video hopefully very soon over the weekend about the fact I'm now doing more football content, why I'm doing more football content. So make sure you look out for that. There won't be a Thames episode this weekend. I'm actually on holiday at the moment. So if you're wondering why I've been wearing this t-shirt quite regularly, I had a very busy week trying to get stuff ready so you could watch it all through the time. Stone with it. It's 6-0 now. We were just having a chat. They're interrupting with goals. We're having a staycation, so that's going to be exciting. I won't tell you where because I don't want to get mobbed by fans constantly, mainly because that's against the COVID guidelines probably. Although we can hug now, so if you do see me out and about, ask permission before you start all that, you know. Okay, they're in here. Lynch, big chance. Wow, I mean, is this the moment where they overly celebrate and we sort of as a home fans just clap? I don't know really. I'll be honest, gang. I think the game is over as a spectacle. I've just encouraged there, which you should never do at 6-1 up. They'll only be furious about it. We've got 2 players on hat tricks. I'd love for one of them to complete it. In the second half, Walsall have come out and actually scored a goal, being a little bit more competitive in the game. I don't want to say too little, too late, boys, but it's too little, too late. I have said it now. So Renatino, ball forward, Below still on that hat trick. Look, Stone and Below. Both on for it. Below's there. He's gone for it. It's been saved, or has it gone over? It's offside, I think. But yeah, that was chaos. Sanyang with a flick. Oh my goodness me! Terry fired it on goal, and Doherty did well to save it. I forgot I had a goalkeeper, so that was I forget he's there. I've not made a single change. I've gone 6-1 up and just gone. That's enough. Yeah, good luck. Well done, boys. Great work. Yeah, impressive. I mean, what more can you say? That's as good as a home performance as you're going to get, I think. I say this as a man that recently won 7-1, so I don't know why I'm saying 6-1 is, the best you can get. Evidence suggests you can get better. But there we are. That then, as we await the media reaction, is going to conclude today's episode. If you've enjoyed this week of Thames, drop a like all over it, and I will see you over the weekend. Again, there'll be this video where I explain about the content that's coming over the Euros, and then we will have a whole week of Thames next week. It doesn't stop how much Thames is going to be happening. It just means there's going to be more of other stuff at the same time. So be prepared for that. There's going to be, your inbox is going to be full, viewers. Do you still go on the inbox, or do you recommend it? Don't you click the bell thing then? For heavens, I never mentioned the bell thing. But thank you for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll be back. I will be back. Like, that was, if Arnold Schwarzenegger would have said it like that, it'd never have been as famous, would he? I'll be back. Get to the chopper. Come on, we've got a meeting.